Yo, what's up, guys? All right, so I'm gonna try to do this video without any jump cuts. And that's something I've been wanting to do for a while because I rely quite heavily on editing. So just as a challenge to myself, I'm gonna try to go through this whole video and just talk normally without any jump cuts. And hopefully this video can be a benefit to you. So let's see, where should we start? So yeah, I've been running this channel for about 2 years, and if you're new here, it's mostly about gear reviews and tips, tricks, how-tos, and photography, content creation, videography, that kind of thing. And I've made a few videos as well about tips and tricks for YouTube and how to make money on YouTube with affiliate marketing, etc. So just as a heads up, I started this channel about 2 years ago, and before that, I studied YouTube, you know, like titles, thumbnails, just various strategies for YouTube regarding how to get views, how to monetize the channel, etc. And I did that for quite a while and pretty in depth. And I think, you know, directly related to that is the fact that within this 2 years that I started this channel, at this point right now, it's pretty profitable, and it's not the largest channel in the world, doesn't get the most views in the world, but I have a decent following thanks to you guys, and might as well go ahead and tell you to like and subscribe now. Yeah, skip that. Usually I'd edit this out, but I'm gonna leave it in though. I'm gonna just try to do it without any cuts, and my phone's going off as well. So yeah. Anyway, but no cuts. Let's see if we can get it done without any cuts. Okay. So where was I? Yeah, directly related to the fact that I you know really studied this thing is that I've been able to make a decent living off of a channel that's not super large yet. So if you're thinking about becoming a content creator, or you already started your journey, don't let people fool you. You know, you hear all the time like YouTube is saturated, it's crowded, it's flooded, and although I'm not going to say that it's not, I think you know, if you put a little bit of effort and time into like and care into studying and like being strategic in your moves, there's still plenty of you know, opportunity. There's still plenty of opportunity. I'm not going to get into the numbers because you know, I don't want to like seem like I'm flexing or whatever. But let's just put it this way: I think this is the highest paying, you know, job I've ever managed to have, you know, or or even the highest paying business that I've ever started. And to make what I'm making here right now on YouTube, you know, let's just say it's better than people that have to go, you know, to college for 8 years and come out and be in something as hard as like the, you know, medical field or something like that. Like, you can make more money on YouTube than doing that. So don't get it wrong. There's still plenty of opportunity. And in my camera reviews and gear tutorials and all that, I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of like business stuff and YouTube strategies and all of that. And I guess that's what this video is kind of is. It's mostly for you guys in my audience that are trying to be, you know, YouTubers or content creators, that kind of thing. So in other videos, we'll get into all the strategies, and I'll share some tips and tricks with you guys to try to make your journey a little easier. But this video is mostly going to be focusing on the hardest thing that I found in being a content creator. Now, when I'm mentioning this is assuming that you're already successful, you're already making money, that you figured out the strategy part and like the filmmaking part and editing and, you know, thumbnails and you know, all of that kind of stuff. Like, you already have all of that in place, because those are difficult as well. But I'm in this video, I'm talking about, we're assuming that you already got all of that, okay, and you're doing well. So the hardest thing that I found is that content creation, and this just might be a personal thing, but I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if any of you out there feel the same way. Content creation and probably most creative work is directly tied to your mood, you know? And you can't, it's something you can't really, you can't fake it. You know what I mean? Like, if your mood isn't there and you're not in high spirits and you're not feeling energetic, then you can't just go on camera and like act like you're feeling that way. And your mood is going to directly affect your audience. So it's very important. And now, you know, if you're a person who is like in, you know, like not always in a good mood, and you're not a people person, and you know you don't enjoy communicating and dealing with people, then content creation probably isn't for you. But assuming you are that type of person, what's going to happen is there's still going to be ups and downs in life that are beyond your control that are going to affect your mood, right? So let's say for like the past, I would say 3 months or so, I haven't really been putting out any new videos. I've been kind of like rehashing old stuff and, you know, just trying to still get by with releasing a video at least every 2 weeks. But some of the videos haven't had the same energy that I've had in my previous videos. And that has a lot to do with like what's been going on in this past 3 months, you know, in the Middle East in terms of political stuff and war and things like that. And it's kind of sapped my energy, you know. So it's been difficult to create content. Now, that's beyond my control, right? You know, but that's not the only thing. It could be like personal issues, family issues, 101 things, you know, to where it's going to alter your mood for, you know, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, you know, and it's out of your control. So when you're a full-time content creator and you depend on this to make a living, you have to kind of mitigate for that. So that's the hardest thing that I found. But now let's talk about a few things you can do to mitigate that, you know. So what you should do basically is have, you know, if wherever possible, have like a few videos in the bag, you know what I mean? So that just like videos that are like not dependent on time, like they're not like about you know, how do you say, like they're not going to do well. They don't have to be released right away. You know, you could release them now, you could release them a year from now, you could release them 2 to 3 years from now, and the topic is a broad enough topic that it's still going to be an appealing topic. It's not dependent on, you know, current gear or time sensitivity. Usually this could be like certain tutorial videos or various videos. You know, you could get creative with the ideas, but have like, you know, let's say a month's worth of videos like that, maybe 6 months worth of videos like that. You know, just have them in the bag so that if you ever go through a kind of a slope or something like that, a downturn, that you can at least, you know, release your videos once every 2 weeks. When people have done research, I think 2 weeks is a time where if you start to go beyond 2 weeks, the algorithm might start punishing your channel and not showing your previous videos as much, you know. But as long as you could put out a video every 2 weeks, then you can kind of maintain your channel. If you're trying to grow, you know, you got to be at least putting out a video a week. Some people put out 2 to 3, and it's hard work, you know. Like earlier I told you, like financially it's fruitful, but it is work though, you know. It's hard work. It's not easy coming up with new topics, new ideas, and filming them, editing them, and, you know, like dealing with burnout and creative block, and there's all kind of challenges, you know. So anyhow, yeah, that's my main advice is have a few videos in the bag. The more time, you know, the better. If you can have like 6 months worth of videos, great, you know, but that's a lot of videos. But nevertheless, if you can do it, it's great to have them in the back pocket for those times where you take a downturn. So yeah, and I guess another thing would be stress management, you know. Myself, I do boxing and jiu-jitsu. That's how I kind of relieve stress. But at the moment, I'm only doing it like twice a week. So I probably need to increase that maybe to like 4 times a week and get my stress out so that when I get in front of the camera, when I get in the studio, I can have the mental capacity to like, write my scripts and come up with ideas and doing all those things. Yeah. So, yeah, to summarize, what I've been saying, the hardest thing about content creation is the fact that it's very tied to your mood. And it's not something that you can fake, When you're not in the highest mood and the highest of spirits, then your audience is gonna know. So keep that in mind if content creation and YouTube and all of that is something that you're trying to do. And you know what? Actually, I'm in a better mood now. You know why? Because this is the first video I've ever done where I feel like I might be able to release it without making any cuts. So maybe every now and then I'll release a video like this where I just kind of like, stream of consciousness kind of thing without any cuts, just to give you guys that follow the channel a heads up. And I know there is some of you out there that follow the channel, meaning even if I put a video that's unrelated, you're still going to click and watch it. And I have to admit, the way that I built my channel is like I'm trying to develop a core audience. I want to have a relationship and help out the core audience and constantly like communicate in the comments, etc. That's something that I do want to do, but it hasn't been the focus of my channel. The strategy I chose from the beginning was to basically constantly target the people that are newly getting into videography and filmmaking and cameras, because that's a large segment, So the advantage of that is that there's always new people that you can cater to, and it's it's a very good strategy when your channel is based off of affiliate marketing. The downside to that is that your core following, you're not really making that many videos for people to follow you in the long run, because what's going to happen is as they start to become not beginners anymore, they might start to outgrow your channel. So I've basically tried to have a balance where I know I'm focusing on beginners, but I'm still putting out content here and there that my core audience that's been with me from back in the day, from the M50 days, can benefit from. So I'm assuming you're one of those people if you're watching this video, because obviously this is not related to camera gear and that kind of thing. So if you are, I'm gonna be putting out videos like this where I kind of share insights with you and try to help you out, especially if you are trying to do content creation or basically any type of creative work. So I'm gonna try to do this more often, because again, this is the first video I think I've ever done where I might be able to release it without doing any cuts, which, wow, that's going to be a first. So anyway, I don't want to take any more of your time. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And another thing that you might be facing if you're a content creator is creative block and burnout. And I made a video about probably 3 or 4 months ago where I talked about how I overcame some creative block and burnout that I was having. So if you're interested in checking out that video, then click on this video right here, where I tell you exactly what I was going through and how I overcame it and all of that. I appreciate you guys watching to the end, and I'll see you in the next one. It's Full Line Creative, and I'm out. Peace.